In earlier chapters, we discussed pronominal suffixes as they related to prepositions, that was chapter 11, or nouns, also in chapter 11. You can also attach a pronominal suffix to a verb to indicate the object of that verb, the thing that receives the action of the verb. For instance, from Isaiah 43:23, Lo kibadtani, you have not honored me. You have kibadta, the PL perfect, second masculine singular of kavod, glossed as to honor, that is kibadta, but then you have the addition of ni at the end, first common singular object suffix. Or, as God commands Moses in Exodus 4:3, Hashlikehu, throw it down. Hashlik is the hifal imperative, masculine singular of shalak, glossed as to throw. Ehu is the third masculine singular object suffix, so throw down it. In better English, throw it down. The basic forms of the verbal suffixes should be relatively easy to recognize, as they're similar to those we already covered in chapter 11. Consider the similarities between the verbal suffixes here and the type 1 and 2 pronominal suffixes from chapter 11. For instance, the third masculine singular forms were either o or who, and in fact, in the verbal suffixes, you can have o or who. The third feminine singular forms in type 1 were a, in type 2 were ha, and in the verbal suffixes, the third feminine singular forms are a or ha. And you can see as you skim down the rest of the list that the pronoun suffixes are fairly easily recognizable from what you already know in chapter 11. The challenge of verbal suffixes is how to attach this set of suffixes to the paradigm forms of the verbs, which often end in vowels, but also can end in consonants. That will occupy the remainder of this chapter.